after the project speeches are over. 5 more minutes will be there for me after they evaluate the evaluations, so that everyone gets the benefit of what we learned. Now, this session will cover mostly from a contest as well as a meeting point of view what you should do in order to be a successful evaluator. I can take a few questions but not many, because otherwise we probably overshoot the red light and should be able to. So let's have a look. A good evaluator would tell the speaker what they did well to start with. This is essential first. Tell the speaker what they need to improve. This is the second component. Tell them where to improve, which section in the speech or which components in the speech that they have to improve. And tell them how. This is one often ignored. Non-demonstrative evaluators are a curse. They appear intellectually very bright, but they actually offer nothing by way of demonstration for the speaker to understand where they can improve. One of the messages I have to these intelligentsia evaluators is that if you are telling something to a speaker that you didn't do well, you could do better, have the courtesy to show them how to do it. Otherwise, everybody can be intelligent. They are not excellent evaluators until they demonstrate how they can improve. One of the simple tools I use, of course, there are many systems. There is the typical judging sheet which says analysis, recommendation, technique, and summary. But the simplest way is PDI, which is perception, delivery, interpretation. When the speaker delivered, both from the point of sitting at the chair, coming up to the dais, before he delivers, how he stood, the stance, placement, zoning, then when he opens his mouth, what he did, opening, body conclusion, everything together forms part of perception as a whole. Delivery is the voice in the body and the movement. And then last, the interpretation of you as an evaluator as well as the audience in terms of response and other components. So B, D and I, simple. Don't complicate it too much. Some people like it simple, that is why I said PDI. Some people want it even more technical and complicated. For you, there is something called the 7-step approach. The opening, like this is the structure of the evaluation. Comment on the opening, then give your commendation point number 1, give your commendation point number 2, which means what he did well 1, what he did well 2, then the recommendation, first point for improvement, second point for improvement, third with a commendation which is called a summary commendation. You include a new point, you also wrap up the other 2 points in the beginning. And last, the closing. One of the oft-repeated errors is most of the evaluators, they are so much in the verbal diarrhea mode that they go on and on and on until they see the yellow light and then they get electrocuted. They don't know what to do after that. They suddenly crash land and there is no summary. Even they don't know where they started, where they ended. Even the speaker doesn't know where they started, why they ended. Not where, why they ended. It was like it was very abrupt. So summary or the closing is the key and is the life for any evaluation. The points to note are very essential. Please note them down very crucial. Opening is crucial as an evaluator. How you hook the audience in the first 40 seconds, especially in a contest framework, will decide whether you are in the top 3 or not. If you do something very engaging, the chances are that you will be on the top of the pack. I have a point of difference. I often believe that evaluation should be sincere and from the heart and not something as an exhibitionism just to win that trophy. I've seen people do that nowadays, where you can see them faking through their nose and all the holes that they can fake from just for the trophy, but they are not sincere to the speaker or the speech or anything. The only thing they are sincere to is the trophy. So please don't become like that, but just as a technique, your opening should be engaging. The 40% of the analysis part, what is the purpose of the speech, general and specific? Most of the evaluations in contests, you don't have any objectives. The helpful step would be to first analyze what type of speech it is. Identify the animal before you decide the diagnosis. That's very important. So identify what type of speech it is, how you can classify it, how it fits to the range of the speaker. Was he convincing enough, and was the message good as a take home? Because, for example, somebody like me, I don't have children of my own yet. If I talk about positive parenting, the credibility is very less. Because I don't have any of my own. What gives me the license to talk about that? At the same time, I don't have to be a murderer or a rapist to know that that is bad. So you need to use your judgment and see how credible and convincing the speaker is when he is doing that. More conviction, mark him out. Also be wary of people who manufacture situations, like a brother who's a drug addict or somebody who went through problems. You know that this guy doesn't have any problems, he's just making it up just to win the trophy. Don't give him marks or a high evaluation. Go for sincere people, because the more you encourage sincere stuff, the more legal stuff will happen at contests. The more you encourage wrong behavior, the more that gets wrong. What is the message being delivered? Is it as a third-party observer or as a straight in the thick of the pie kind of a person? I usually find messages which are first-person engaging. I've been through that. This is what I've learned. I hope you can also learn from it. The most effective kind of delivery. Rather than saying, I had a neighbor once upon a time, he had a friend, and that friend went through something. That's why all of us could go through it. You see, already you're confused. You're looking what's going on. So the more closer it is to the speaker, the more chances are that effectively. Position. Is the speaker mature? Is he a novice? Is he new? Do the blindfold litmus. If you were listening to the speech with your eyes closed, not with your ears closed, but with your eyes closed, would you still enjoy it? If you were listening to it on the radio, I don't know whether you have this habit of listening to radio plays. That's something I do once in a week. It's one of the most beautiful exercises to sharpen your analytical skills. Analyze radio plays, analyze characters, analyze dialogue delivery, because you're not seeing anything, you're just looking at the spoken word through your ears. And once you do that fine art of listening, evaluation becomes very, very easy. Many a time the trap we all fall into nowadays is we go for gimmicks, which is visible to the eye, but not understandable to the ear. And in the confusion between both, we end up being mediocre evaluators, or those who are swayed by gimmicks. That is a wrong thing to do. Relevance to the audience. Imagine you have a rocket scientist coming to a group of housewives and talking about atomic energy or something like that. It's a wonderful speech. He might be a PhD and a double doctorate or a honorary doctorate or a Bharat Ratna for all you know. How relevant it is to those housewives. Probably the only kind of rocket science they have seen is when the gas gets on or something like that. It doesn't really click. So that is also a key factor what you should think about when you structure your evaluation. How much the topic has been intelligently selected by the speaker. These three imaginary characters, very famous, you might have heard of them before. These are the three types of animals that you have in all evaluations. One is somebody I call roundabout Rosemary. Is there a Rosemary in the audience? It's so profound, apologies prior. These people, the roundabout Rosemary is a person who keeps going round and round and round the topic but never attacks the topic or the speaker in specific. At the end of it, you will be more confused than before she started. This is roundabout Rosemary. Don't become like this. Then you have whitewash Willie, usually found in members who are 4 to 5 years old within Toastmasters. They are so cautious of wanting to kiss up to everybody that they don't want to offend anybody, and they walk around with a big bucket of white paint so that everything is wonderful. And they probably follow Pharrell Williams by heart, so they don't want to ruffle anybody's feathers. So the whitewash Willies, there are people like this. They sometimes the speaker desperately goes to the evaluator and says, okay, it was all nice, but tell me something that was not nice. No, even the fact that you were not nice was nice. So I don't know what these people are trying to do. So there are people like this because they have to go for meditation and they would rather be saints rather than be evaluators. If you don't have anything to say, don't come and stand here. Make some improvement and suggestion. That's why you are called as an evaluator. Otherwise you would be a motivator and kisser of different types. I don't want to elaborate. But whitewash Willie is the second type. And then you have the third category, usually pompous people who have been 10 to 15 years within Toastmasters. They have DTM, ABCD until Z, maybe done it 5-6 times. They don't have any other work in the world to do. And they think they know everything. They come and they totally destroy the speaker. With so much of gyan, so much of arrogance, you can literally see them sitting on top of a horse, and they see it as a privilege that nobody except them can possess the language, and they believe they're descendants of Lord Falkland. Serious, there are people like this. Realize when you stand here that you've been given a favor by the audience to get this chance to make an impact in the life of the person you're trying to analyze. Nobody is God. Nobody has that magic wand which says that now I am an evaluator like the He-Man cartoon, and then by the power of Skeletor I will elect you to it. You can't do that. Be nice. Even if you have a caustic tongue or an acidic tongue, do it in the French way. Like they slap you and you want them to do it again. You know, they're very soft even when they abuse you. You're like, okay, say that again. It's so nice. Even if they call you something that would usually be a 4-letter word in English, you're like, wow, I like it. So that's the way you do evaluations, even if you have to tell them bad news. This is a very interesting class. Now, I do this because midpoint in the Edu Session, people go to sleep. So when you do something like, people are like, kya hai, abhi dekha nahi, wow, let's see what this is. Don't get scared. It is just something called the primacy and the recency effect. This is proven that nobody listens to you after the first 2.5 minutes and before the last 4.5 minutes in terms of ratios of the entire speech duration. Your chances of making maximum impact are in those 2.5 and the last 4.5. Now 2.5, 4.5, people get confused. Only thing I'm asking you to do is multiply that by the ratio of the entire speech length. If you're doing a speech which is 30 minutes long, what is 2.5% of that in terms of equivalence in terms of the 30 minutes? What is 4.5 from back in terms of the 30 minutes? These are the places where you need to put your dynamite. Because in between that, all the judges will be drawing national highway lorries and all the time passes. Because nobody can listen to you full-fledged unless they are planning to propose to you or they're falling in love or something. Nobody will have full focus. They will get daydreams. They will do all the things. We are all human beings. This is how you structure primacy and recency. Remember this. This will save you in terms of evaluation. You don't have to look like this to be a master evaluator, but
what was the graph effect of this?
I know this is a frequent question that I get. See, primacy effect and recency effect shows the curve where the attention span of the person who is listening to your speech goes down. So the ratio is in the first 20% of your speech, pack the dynamite. In the last 40% of your speech, pack the dynamite. Some good habits. Use a pencil to make your notes. I've always told my students, pencil, your brain works faster than the pen. Point and concern is you remember everything you learned up to 4th standard. After that it's hazy depending on which standard you lost your attention. Why? Because until 4th you use the pencil. So pencil makes more sense. Your brain works faster. I always use a pencil when I do evaluation. Avoid taking paper with your notes on it, even though it's allowed. If you require, take cue cards and please write legibly. There are some people who write and after 5 minutes even they won't know what they wrote on the paper. So be very careful because you'll be like, what does this mean? And that doesn't look good. Third, use mnemonics or some kind of linkages. Use step 5. One, two, three, four, five. The fifth recommendation, before the commendation recommendation, should be the point where you are at in the yellow light. Otherwise, you will give the person a field day and you will be disqualified even though you do a fantastic speech. Follow the 7-point approach. Step 5, when the yellow light comes, if everything is okay with the speech, sometimes you have perfect speeches. When you attack the speaker, that doesn't mean you get out of your chair and go and slap him. No, it means the speaker has a mannerism or a particular range. You've seen this guy enough number of times, you know where he has idiosyncratic tendencies. If he says social instead of social, if he pulls his ear at the 4th minute in every speech that he does, go and talk about stuff like that if you can't find anything in the speech. I refuse to acknowledge that there is a speech which is perfect. Everybody's speeches are imperfect. If you were perfect, then it would be full of magic moments. Don't go overboard with the script. Some evaluators, they verbatim, thank you. Some evaluators, they verbatim repeat the speech. I don't understand why. He has already spoken. Hopefully he made sense. Don't make more sense out of the sense that he made. Have your own stuff to talk about. And try to conclude with a message or a call to action. Ultimately, give you a message like a candlelight dinner to the speaker, but also give a dinner had feeling to the audience. You need to appeal to them also. People only play to the judges and it's very boring when you do that. And the last slide is some advanced techniques. First, the suitcase. Some people do this. They have stop opening, stop closing. They just insert the speaker like a sandwich, bacon in between. Very expert technique, but sometimes gets very cliche because 5 times you follow this guy to different venues, he'll always start with the same quote. I've seen that happen. So sometimes it happens. If you do this, note down where you used what last and where with which audience. If you see the same person, don't use the same thing. Otherwise, it's the same thing he's washing every day, bringing back. Don't do that. Harvesting. Some people they have no content, no intent, no impact, nothing. They will always ask, so what do you feel? Everything is crowdsourced. Nothing is original. Like, I'm thinking if they have to crowdsource, then why is he standing here? He can go every one of you tell one point each my evaluation. Third is the butterfly. Sometimes I know there are some people in your club also who do that, but it's okay. There are some people who use the butterfly. This works in common club tactics where you hear the other evaluations. You can allude to what the speaker before you evaluated if you are all evaluating the same person. It works well for some it doesn't. And the last one is a signature, that's your own style, nothing like it. Just make sure that the style is legible and likable, like your signature, otherwise people will wonder what the hell is going on. So if you use all these things, I think it should be wonderful. But final thoughts, focus on analyzing the speech content and delivery. Use the 5 senses approach. Understand as a speaker that you're giving them an experience, not a sermon. And what did you feel, what did you see, what did you hear, what did you smell, what did you taste? You don't have to go and lick the speaker. All I'm saying is, how was the taste that you felt after the speech? What was the aftertaste? Avoid panic after seeing the red light. Some people don't even panic after, the yellow light. Some people don't even panic after seeing the red light. The timer panics after that. So, if you have that problem, then after the yellow light, please relax. Maintain energy level throughout. Some people are like, kerosene lamp. They will light up and then they will die also fast. They go like Michael Schumacher, bang, then they forget, oh shit, I forgot what I was talking about. Light bulb. Zone properly, don't start fast. Some people don't even shake hands properly. Before the guy leaves the stage, they are like immediately running to go. Where are you going? You will not run out of the hall or you relax. Shift your weight on each leg. Do the golfer putt bum shake if you want to. Be relaxed and take a deep breath and then start. Nobody is pressurizing you. The timer is standing with a gun. Immediately you have to go. Take a deep breath. If you can't do anything, at least give constructive feedback. Do not give destructive feedback. Some people might feel your constructive feedback is also destructive feedback. That's a different story. But try to be as constructive as you can. If there is something deeply damaging to a sensitive speaker, take him outside after the break time and say, these were the UA comments. These were the adults only comments that I wanted to tell you. For your eyes and ears only. So that is separate. Focus on the speech rather than the interpretation, because if there are 10 people in the audience, 10 interpretations could be there. Unless, of course, if it is a speech to inform which is dealing with factual data. If you are saying India got independence on 15th August 1947, there is no 2-3 interpretations of it. So only one fact, one interpretation. And avoid a predictable and formulaic approach. There are some evaluators in my district, we know, now he will start like this. His body is always like this. Then we know when he uses few 4-5 words which are his favorites, the conclusion is going to come. Some people are so relieved when they hear those words. They're like, praise the Lord, it's going to get over. So, in conclusion, as a speaker and an evaluator, there's a great saying which says some people bring happiness wherever they go. Some others bring happiness whenever they go. Try not to be like the second time, and hopefully you will make an impact. Over to you.